Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss Ethena and its token ENA. None of the content is financial advice. Over the last key performance period, Ethena has and its token ENA has largely participated as a leader of any crypto-related rallies of the top 100. Market cap above 5 billion. In terms of circulating supply, only 44% of the max supply is in circulation. So, kind of a word of caution over here. Till this percent goes above 60%, that's the line in sand per my interpretation of these tokenomics. Till then there is some sort of inflation and token dilution risk over here, but over the last 30 days the gain has been astronomical, up by about 121%. Over the last 7 days also up by about 35%, and over the last 24 hours up by about 6%. If you want to see if there is any divergence between the price and the market cap behavior, this is over the last 1 year. This is the price chart. You can see a series of higher lows, but also a series of lower highs at this time from January 2025 till about April 2025, and also the late August 2025 low on its price was the lower low on this scale. Whereas market cap, you can see it's a totally different story over here. If you toggle between the price view and market cap view, the market cap has been providing a series of higher highs. You can see in 2025 the bottom occurred in March on the market cap, and the June was June 22nd market cap was much higher than what it was in March. But whereas if you toggle between price, the March price action was all the way over here at 35 cents, whereas in June the price action went sub 25 cents. That's because whatever happens to the market cap does not get fairly reflected back in price. The reason being token unlocks. Ethena has a lot of token unlocks happening till about, you can see that 15 billion is cap is supposed to be hit in March 2028. Again, especially the 60% at around 9 billion would be happening sometime in March 27 per this token unlocks. If we were to focus on the price and look at some of the key technical levels, the key levels approaching are, again, right now the price at around 77 cents. The next key level per the Fibonacci level drawn from the 2024 March April March 2024 high to about August bottom on its price action. The 0.5 fib level is at around 84 cents. That's the next area to look for per the Fibonacci level. The 618 is at all the way at around $1. That could be again a much significant area than the 84 cents area right now. And after that it's all the way about $1.22. That's where the 0.786 is, and that's where at the $1.22 22 cents the December 2024 rallies got sold off to about January 5th 6th. That was a key area of resistance for Ethena. Let's see if this resistance breaks, if it to the upside, and if there is a rally to the upside past the previous all-time high. The first target per this Fibonacci level is at 1.618 Fibonacci level at $2.30. The second Euphoria case target for Ethena is at around $3.60. That's the 2.618 Fib level. That's the again those kind of analysis are slightly relevant for Ethena because of its market cap. Again, I know it's a new crypto, that's why we don't have any machine learning based price forecast, but we do have regression based analysis for Ethena. The market cap, the fully diluted market cap is all the way at around 11 billion. By market cap, it's ranked number 27th. It's, I think, another DeFi related synthetic dollar related protocol for assets such as ETH and BTC. Again, unlike USDC and USDC, which rely on traditional banking, USDE, which is Ethena's synthetic dollar, operates directly inside the crypto ecosystem while offering potential rewards through staking. Again, that's their USP. Again, there is no recommendation or financial advice on this video. It's just analysis of their price potential using, first of all, regression based analysis. This is the price color coded with respect to the polynomial regression based risk, which accounts for non-linear relationship between an altcoin with price of an altcoin with time, based on the crypto 4-year market cycle theory and the phase of the market cycle analysis. Right now the fair value per this analysis or interpretation of the polynomial regression model is at around 52 cents. Again, in the euphoria phases of the bull market, it's not too unreasonable to expect that the price goes for major assets, at least the ones in top 50 like Ethena, or top 30 like Ethena is at this point, having a presence above the fair value on its regression based fair value is not too disconcerting at this phase of the market cycle. What remains to be seen is if the price were to rally to the 2 standard deviation residual applied to the fair value, that is again a 95 percentile ceiling, this dotted red line. Again, this is not the ultimate resistance, but that's a good line in sand to look for if there are any major topping scenarios. They occur when the price has successfully breached the dotted red line to the upside. That red line right now is at around 91 cents. Again, if the price rallies meaningfully above that 91 cents in August itself, then there might be some sort of a cool off. Whereas if, let's say, we extrapolate this line, again not this far into the future, again the slope of the regression analysis is subject to some sort of a mean reversion. But let's say we take till about end of September 2025, that 1 month out into the future, the dotted red line, if this slope stays intact, that is if Ethena were to make a series of higher highs and try to challenge this dotted red line, this dotted red line in early September could be as high as about $1.70, which is about, from the current price, about a 2x in matter of 1 month, or slightly higher than 1 month if you were being slightly conservative. So with that in mind, what is a theoretical target if let's say the the price meets the dotted red line at early September, that $1.80, and you can see that there is a tendency of price to exceed this dotted red line by 10 to 20%. So applying a 10 to 20% on that gets you close to that $2.30 target, which is the 1.618 for Ethena. This is the approach using the regression analysis. The bottom regression analysis did identify some that is 1 standard deviation residual to the downside, helped identify some of the great entry points in terms of price action. If you were to analyze with respect to the dip buying zone or proximity to this green line, and the distance between the regression line, and whenever the price action is between the regression line based fair value and the green line, then that historically speaking has been a great accumulation zone for Ethena. Right now the DCA risk is at around 0.68. If it were to go to that one level, or between 0.9 and 1, between 90% and 100% risk, the price action in the short term is forecasted between $1.02 and $1.10. Again, that is keeping in mind the current peak regression value. So if the slope of the regression function takes the the dotted red line, a peak regression line at around $2, then again you add 20% on that $2, that takes around $2.40. That's the 1.618 on the Fibonacci level. Again, there is a confluence between the two models over here. In terms of the Ethena's simple moving average based analysis, the 20-week simple moving average price based analysis, you can see over here this red line over here. This is the 20-week simple moving average. It has taken a U-shaped recovery on the 20-week moving average, where the 20-week moving average, which was going down till about mid-July 2025, is now going up with time. Right now it's coming in at around 38 cents. So the 20-week simple moving average based risk levels are at around 66%. They were very low from February 2025 till about May 2025. They were less than 10%. You can see if the hypothesis was to only DCA Ethena when the risk level on this 20-week simple moving average was less than 10%. You can see it essentially identifies great entry points. The opposite of this right now, again, that is more crucial as the bull market kind of heats up. Right now the risk is between 0.5 and 0.7. If it were to go to that target like it did back in December 2024 at around higher 0.8 and 0.9, that estimate per this model is between $1.01 and $1.17. So that's the short term outlook for Ethena with that. resistance at around $1.01, close to that 0.618, somewhere between the 0.618 and 0.786. That could be some moderate area of resistance per the Fibonacci model as well as the 20-week simple moving average based risk model. Last but not the least is accumulation identification potential in the using the time weighted average price model. Wherever the prices historically speaking are below the blue line, which is the time weighted average price for Ethena, to identify what is a digestible price for any potential future rallies. This blue line helps identify the clear cut dividing line between an accumulation phase and the overheated phase of the market cycle. Right now the time weighted average price is unfortunately at around 54 cents, whereas the price has gone above the time weighted average price from February 2025 till July 2025. The price was much lower than the time weighted average price. This is not a retroactively fitted model, this was a live model. This was available for free throughout 2024 and 2025 on cryptoweeklies.com. Link on the bottom of your screen. If you want to keep following this kind of analysis, you can check it out, not just for Ethena, for most of the top 100 cryptos by market cap, on their USD pair, some on their Bitcoin and ETH pair, as well as some of the proxies related to Bitcoin. You can also check out the overall completion, or this is the sentiments for the last 24 hours, some of the narratives which are gaining traction, their overall bullishness, the overall Bitcoin and ETH risk level to identify any peak occurring in the market. Right now ETH has taken the center stage away from the Bitcoin narratives. Overall bull market completion as of the last week, only 40% complete, and some of the rallying cryptos and their narratives associated with them. Again, right now it's per all of the indicators, it's looks like it's an ETH times to shine. You can see most of the ETH related cryptos are garnering some of the significant attention. So Ethena being one of the stable coins on assets such as Bitcoin and ETH. So again, that does make some sort of a sense. All in all, if you were to look for any estimated bull run target for Ethena, this would be slightly more conservative than the other ones. This is because it only takes into consideration the regression risk, time weighted average price risk, and the SMA risk, not the Fibonacci level, not the potential in a euphoria scenario. This is again an estimated conservative bull run peak for Ethena at around $1.51 based on the regression based, so the risk based models. All in all, if there were a new all-time high, that $2.30 makes the most amount of sense. If not, just reaching to that previous all-time high at around $1.50. If we fall short, the levels to watch for are between $1 and $1.22. With that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.